in Canada, and today we'll be discussing about a very important thing, which is the steps or the process, I would say, to follow when you are coming to Canada. So not wasting any further time, let's get started. So the first thing here is that of course you really need to make your mind up that whether you really want to come to Canada, and you should have a strong reasoning in your mind that why do you want to come to Canada. So that is the first thing. Of course, once you're clear on that portion, then you can move on to the second one, and that is like hunting for the good consultants who you feel that you are gelling well with, and you feel that they are quite prompt and they will make your process work faster. So yeah, so for the consultants as well, so here's a small thing that the consultants, they mostly they are not charging you unless you're applying for another, like for the universities per se. But in Canada, if you're applying to the colleges and to some universities as well, they won't be charging anything from you, because they get their cut or commission from the side of the college or the university. So be like tension free and start approaching to the consultants, because you might be feeling hesitant, oh my god, how much do I have to spend and how much do I have to give to a consultant. So it's nothing like that. They are not charging students anymore, and that's the best part about this process. Third step comes here is that you have to like search the colleges in relation with your field. So if it is related to your field, your study visa will be easier to get, and the process becomes easier if you are transferring, or if you're pursuing your higher studies in the similar field of what you have already studied in India. That there should be some nexus or connect between your prior studies and the studies you're going to do in Canada. So that is something like you should be clear about, and then you will start searching for your colleges. So what all colleges are there in Canada in which you are getting those programs, and as per my understanding and knowledge and the statistics as well, Seneca College is one of the most prevailing and most I would say awaited colleges for students who are applying in Canada. So that is one of the best colleges. Then comes Humber, and then comes GBC. So these are the three top colleges in Canada, like in Ontario, I would say. So these are the three very good colleges in Toronto, and they are in Toronto. They all are in Toronto. So yeah, so that is one thing. So the fourth thing which comes here is that you have to you're done with your colleges, you have to start go and prepare for IELTS exam and give your IELTS exam, because you need at least 6.5 bands to enter in Canada, and to show that you are able to converse and read and write and do everything in English. So this is a very important thing, without which no Canadian college is gonna give you acceptance, and no visa will be granted without that. So after that, you will start making your applications. Applications is the fifth step. You will go and make applications through your consultants in the colleges you want. You can always make applications by yourself as well. It's not that you really need a consultant for the process, but I would say it's better and it gets easier for you, because you are not much aware about the processes and all. So not missing any chance, just do everything through a consultant. That I'm not affiliated to any consultant or anything, but it just makes your life easy. I know that, but don't trust them blindly as well. So have a full research by yourself, but like seek their help to move forward in the process. After your applications are done and you receive an offer letter from some colleges, you select one offer, and then you start you start the financial portion of your whole process, so which is like paying out the fees to the colleges. So that is done, and after that you have to get a GIC. So GIC is the guaranteed income certificate, which you have to spend $10,000 from your pocket from India to a Canadian bank. So that money will be deposited in the Canadian bank, and you will be getting that money back in monthly installments, I would say. Like it is for somewhere around $670 a month. So that is what the the monthly installment is for the $10,000. So that is basically your living expense. The government wants to be sure of that you have your living expense for the estimated amount of study period in Canada and your stay in Canada. So that is the GIC, that is the 6th step, and then comes the 7th one, and that's the final one, which is applying for the visa. As soon as you apply for the visa, you will be called, you will not be called, but you will be getting an invitation to go and give your biometrics. So you have to go and give your biometrics by booking your appointment at VFS Global in India. So you have quite a lot of offices at different cities, so you have to do that. And once you're done with that, you will receive your study permit approval, that your study permit is approved, and you can go and get your visa stamped on your passport. So then you go to the VFS Global again and you submit your passport. Your visa is here. Now get your flights done and fly to Canada. I'll see you soon in another video with the more detailed things about the small things in this process. So we'll keep on capturing those as well. So I'll see you soon in another video, guys. Be safe and take care of yourself. Bye bye.